Welcome back to Hey Brother, a podcast dedicated to all things Freemasonry right here in the jurisdiction of Kansas. This is an independent production, so the thoughts and opinions expressed here are those of our own and do not represent those of any lodge, Grand Lodge, or associated group or body. Now here are your hosts, brothers Darren Kellerman and Alex Powers.
Hey brothers, welcome back once again. And once again, the disappointment is it's just me, no more Kellerman. I think we finally scared him off of this show. Maybe we'll bring him back one of these days. He's protecting the community once again, tied up at work. But it sounds like we'll have him back next week. So fingers crossed there. This is going to be a more short to the point show this evening. Since Kellerman's out, he's the one that likes to yap off all night, right? But we also have got World Cup going on. My wife's going to be mad at me if I take too long. Got to catch up on the matches there. But nevertheless, we do have some Kansas Masonic news to cover. So let's jump over and see what was going on in the news over the last week since our last episode. If I can get my screen up here. It was a little bit of a light week, but nonetheless, did have some things going on. Let's see here. We're just going to pull it straight from Kansas Masonry. So if you guys aren't in the Kansas Freemasonry group, make sure you guys go and join. This is the main place that I'm checking out because it's kind of a community we put together just to see what's going on around Kansas Freemasonry. Not exactly a lodge event, but it mentions a couple great lodges here. We had an awesome post about traditional observance Freemasonry from Most Worshipful. And in there mentioning that there are a couple great options for traditional observance or TO lodges within Kansas, both Tuscan Lodge 460 as well as InterQuest 456. Both do an excellent job around that, offer that type of experience to different parts of our jurisdiction as well. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I know they do a great job and a ton of great brothers are looped in there. So make sure you go check them out. We did have a post here from Brother Rivera mentioning if you have not already, go and follow the Prince Hall Grand Lodge Facebook page and give them some love. And mentioning that, I was kind of a miss last episode. I had RJ Johnson on, Robert Johnson from the Whence Came You podcast, who's going to be speaking at Masonicon here next month. And I totally forgot I wasn't able to make it. But the Prince Hall Grand Lodge just had their annual communication just a couple weeks ago. We need to get a recap on that. And I know we had a good turnout from our Grand Lodge brothers. I believe Kellerman was there. If he wasn't, we'll figure out who was. But I know we had some of our Grand Lodge members there, and I'd love to get one of them on to give kind of a recap of that event, what happened, what we can learn from it. I think that's amazing with other jurisdictions, especially our other jurisdiction here in the state of Kansas, just to see, man, what are they doing that we could incorporate or do better on, et cetera, and kind of cross and compare those ideas with one another. I think it's an amazing opportunity. But if you guys were able to make it out there to the Prince Hall annual communication, let me know what your thoughts were. We've also got here, looks like Atwood Lodge number 164. Had a check that they presented for $2,000 to support a Ludell School revitalization project. Fantastic job, brothers. And of course, the notification for Hey Brother. If you aren't following us, make sure you do so you keep up with us. And follow our page as well, because as soon as we get up on I think we got to have 100 followers on there and meet our 90 days, which should be coming up any time here. We'll be able to start going live on Facebook, so it'll actually show up in your feed instead of just the link. And we'll definitely get some more viewers that way. So give us a little hand there. Do us a solid. Go follow and like and share that page so other people can see it as well. We had Brother Sean Wolf sharing here that there is a biscuits and gravy breakfast fundraiser coming around the corner, put on by North Star Lodge 168 out of Wichita. It's going to be at 212 North West Street in Wichita, Saturday, June 27th, serving from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. with a suggested donation of $10, and children under 12 are half price. So sounds like a great meal for a great cause. If you guys are in the area or close by, make sure you stop by and show some love. Now, over the past weekend, I made a post here. I had some fun opportunity to stop by an amazing site in the Kansas City area. Any of you that have maybe seen or heard me talk, I've talked extensively on kind of the early roots, the beginnings of Kansas Freemasonry, and even delving a little bit into the prequel there of some of the history that goes kind of previous to what we know of Kansas Freemasonry, right? And part of that being, without getting into the whole spiel, is the Wyandotte Indian tribe actually came to this area before our Grand Lodge did. And the history shows that they brought their own Masonic lodge and were practicing Freemasonry here. So down in Kansas City, Kansas, downtown KCK, where the old Scottish Rite Temple is, it's now the 7th Street Casino, owned by the Wyandotte tribe. Right next door, or like just 2 doors down, whatever it is the old Huron or Wyandotte tribe tribal cemetery. And it's an amazing place, right? It's pretty much a huge burial mound, and just so much history there. And the amazing thing is, if you look at some of the markers, like this one may show, I think that, yeah, it mentions it there. While there are a ton of headstones in history and names of early Freemasons and impactful people around the Masonic movement, there's a lot of stones within the cemetery that there's a Mason right there. We caught Brother Frank Northrup, MD, passed away in 1965, was a 60-year member, Wyandotte 3. But there was a ton of headstones around that were just unknown, and you can see these were added later. Here's kind of the remaining part of the original headstone, but maybe we didn't get it in here. There was several that talked about how in this section they knew that there was over 200 unnamed graves, and then over here they knew there was 300 to 500 unnamed graves. Just the amount of burials in this small mound, this plot of land that's only about 2 acres, is just amazing. But nevertheless, it holds a lot of rich history to Kansas Freemasonry, and bringing that movement to this land that we stand on today. So if you're ever in the area or close by, can make that trip. It's a really cool, peaceful spot right in the mix of the busy downtown that is just serene and holds a lot of history. So definitely get over there and just pay your respects if you're able to. I think that was about it on what we saw in the group last week. We'll jump over registrations on the Grand Lodge site. Of course, they got the Day of Light registration open, as well as regional registration for the ritualistic competition. If that is your thing, even if it's not, and you just want to go support and watch, make sure you jump on and register. That's been an amazing event that's been growing year over year here in Kansas. Our ritualistic committee has put that on as kind of a push to grow that and grow the emphasis on good ritual within our jurisdiction. And they're truly doing amazing things. So if you can support that, definitely get registered and be out there to show them your support. Jumping into the Grand Lodge calendar, we got something tonight. I think we mentioned this last time. There is a Fish Fry tonight from 6 to 9. So if you're out around Gilead, 144 in Yates Center, somewhere around that area, go get you some fish. Sounds like a good time happening over there. Tomorrow night, Gardner 65, near and dear to me, has an emblem presentation, 6:30 to 8:30 in Gardner, Kansas at the Lodge. COA also has a meeting tomorrow night, and it looks like we've got our schools of instructions firing up this Saturday with Area 1 and Area 3 listed. So if you're in those areas, make sure you get out there and get points and represent your area for the School of Instruction. And then coming up next week, which will impact a little bit before our next episode, Masonic Band Camp is taking place. And of course, that's going to be followed by the Kansas Shrine Bowl. So 2 amazing events that have been long-standing and well-attended, and hopefully get your guys' support as well. And then here we've got Tuesday night, just before our next episode, Sunflower Lodge 86 has a service emblem presentation going to be held in Wichita, 2929 West Pawnee Street in Wichita. So make sure you check them out and go out there to show them your support for that as well. See, over on the Council of Masonic Orders, same thing we're showing here, Kansas Masonic Band, and then trestle board calendar. Of course, all the study clubs. Doesn't look like we got anything else listed during that time, but encourage you guys, get to those study clubs, take advantage of them. If you want to know how to get to those, this calendar is actually, you can subscribe to it. I believe you can still reach out to past Grandmaster Tony Borum, but you can also log into the members portal of the website and just go up to where we got it at, events and trestle board calendar. And this is going to show you when and where you can go to all the study clubs and B card sessions and all of that around the state, so you can find one near you and take part of it. And the great thing is, a lot of these are also at different times. So if you can't make one time, go visit another one, hang out with those brothers and do a little learning over there. So I think that's about all we got for you tonight. I'm going to keep it short and simple. I know we're running about half of what we normally do, but got a FIFA match to get to. So I wish you guys a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, like we said. Until next time, stay safe out there. Have a great night.